Okay, he's
like,
making.
I feel like at my age, at 22,
Yes,
like,
at
you
your
know what I
age.
mean?
Yes.
Like, I feel like that's just not like something that I would want to look in a partner. Like,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
just like
Good
red
answer.
flags. Like,
Good example.
you know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
But
Yeah.
here's,
So at your age, you're saying that's okay.
no, if we're starting out. Like this, at my age right now,
Right now, if you're the
no,
breadwinner,
no,
and
no.
he's
but he's taking care of the house.
No.
Okay,
no.
that's different from your answer.
No, but I'm saying if we were just starting out and I was younger and we're building and it's
Okay,
about
sorry.
children,
Okay.
at my age right now,
Mhm.
if you don't have a job, don't talk to me. If you don't have a pension, don't talk to me. No, I'm being real.
No, I hear that. I hear that.
Because
There's enough guys on the. Okay, that's.
no,
Damn,
because-
off the list.
no, and you know, no, and you know
Find
why?
fake job, get
You know
pension.
what? Because I'm about to retire. If you don't have a job or a pension, I'm
I hear
now taking care of you for the rest of
All
our
my
life.
and I'm old already.
I'm not doing
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw another wrench in there.
Okay.
He's a hustler,
Oh no.
but he's making his money.
You know,
In my experience.
But it's no
Off the rails
pension.
as
But
well.
he's making his
in,
money.
in
He
my
can take care of
in
him
my
and
experience, in my experience,
Mhm.
if he's a hustler and he's invested that money that he's been hustling
Into
in the
something.
in the first 40 or the last 10, 15 years, then yes. If he hasn't invested any of that money, that hustling money blows up in the wind and I'm still
So
responsible.
you need a hustle with a way out. He's hustling to get out.
I'm not even doing that.
No, but I'm saying he's saving up, right?
Yeah, if
you
he's
catch him
saving
now,
up, yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's still
Then
doing
he's-
it, but he is saving. He has that, but
Yeah,
he needs
exactly.
a few more
He's
years
invested.
to
Yes.
get where he wants to go.
Yeah, then we're okay.
Okay.
Because then
As long as there's an end goal.
right, because
for it.
at the
Okay.
end of the day, we can still live a comfortable life when we're retiring, and it's not just all on me.
But do you have that fear factor in the back of your mind saying this could somehow come down 10 years from now? Like the feds or what do we call it here in Canada? The RCMP can come back and say, listen, we've been investigating your husband for such and such years. There's some criminal activity that.
Oh no, that's where the prenup comes in, honey.
Okay. So
we always keep in this girl completely covered.
okay.
Hold
So
up.
so we,
That you jumped the gun. That was one of the
I'm
questions.
I'm
Should we
just
profit
saying.
now? Should we profit now?
do it. Go ahead.
You said the magic word, prenup.
And this is a good one for couples and for people that are
Do
single.
you think every marriage should have a prenup?
I'm gonna speak
No
for
matter
me.
your status,
I'm
rich,
gonna speak for me.
struggle, whatever.
I'm gonna speak for me
Mhm.
as a
Talking to Mike, talking to Mike, talking to Mike, talking
You're
to
talking
Mike.
to Mike.
oh sorry.
It's okay.
As for me as a single divorced person
Mhm.
who escaped having to pay spousal support,
Mhm.
having to split my pension,
Mhm.
if I get married today, you're signing a prenup. Because what I've worked for in minus 40 weather at transit is going to go to my children and not to somebody who's just come along for the last 10 years or 5 years of my life. That's just from personal experience. But over to my cousin for her point of view.
What's your point of view? Should there be a prenup in a relationship?
let's be clear. It's split.
Mhm.
It depends on where you met this person,
Gotcha.
right? There's some girls out there that are literally just there just for the money. Now you have to know, as a man or woman, if this person is legit and they're coming to you and they care for you just because,
Good answer.
right? If you have money and you meet a woman and you told her about your money, do a prenup. Do a prenup. But
Good point.
you met this girl in high school, you've known her for years. No.
That's different.
No,
That's
there's
different.
no prenup. There's no need. You don't think of her as a gold digger. You know she's genuine. She loves you for you. You're broke. She's broke. Y'all build it together. Okay? There's a difference. There's an absolute difference.
Good answer. Good
Okay?
answer. Good answer.
Period.
The problem is when you get to my age and you're in a relationship, it's more of a financial transaction because there's a lot to lose on both parts than it is about love. It's a financial transaction with companionship. But what do you think about that, Warren?
I need the mic. I'm good. So I've always had this this mindset where I actually do see prenups as wills. Now hear me out on this one.
Okay.
It's almost as if you're writing something into existence before it actually happens. So when you write, say, a will at the age of, like, say you're writing. Now I understand if you have kids, it's important to write wills. I get that. But if you're writing a will, for example, at the age of 35, right, or 40, well before your time is due, it's almost as if you're putting something into the universe, saying, okay, this is gonna happen at this point. Probably won't, but just putting it out there makes me kind of fearful, right?
Okay.
So I kind of see prenup as almost the same thing. Now, luckily, I met a lovely human being when I was broke ass poor, right? Where's she at?
Who that? Who that?
So
We were brought together.
that's right. That's right.
And we still, bro.
That's right. What's that?
No, we ain't. We're not
What?
receiving any of that.
What's that song by Whitney Houston? The subway, one sofa type of thing. Okay, I'm on this. I'm on my song.
My love.
My love and your love. There we go.
Oh, Milo.
Yeah. Where the part where she's talking about the train and sitting on the sofa.
Yeah.
That's my wife. But going back to my point, I see prenups as you're almost writing something. You're looking to something to fail, right? And it's almost as if, listen, I'm writing this just in case. Well, not
But
just.
you have doubts.
Yeah, you have doubts,
For
right?
real.
So I don't want to speak something or write something
Yeah.
into existence. Now, if I know the individual is a certain
That's
way,
right.
right?
And that's my point.
Right, to your point. If I know a certain individual is a certain way when I meet them, well, first of all, I wouldn't be continuing a relationship with them.
That's what I was
Some
saying.
Right?
people do though.
Yeah.
That's the
No,
problem.
so exactly.
Some people do because
Some
the sex
people
is
do.
There
great.
you go.
The
There you-
companionship is
I've
great.
There you go. For example, I'll give you an example right now. Bill, what's his name? Bill Belichick. Bill
Sure.
Belichick.
There's
He's
so
the
many.
ex-coach. He's the ex-coach of
Oh,
the New England Patriots,
okay,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Now he's going on with 20-something. This man is in his 70s, right? Now,
That's money.
no, hold on a second. Now, this goes to my point. Now, she may be a good person, but let's look at the age gap there. At that point, when the man is 70 and she is
Thank you.
early 20s,
Thank you.
yes, a prenup
Thank
is
you.
necessary, right?
Right?
He's almost at the end of his
Life
he's almost at the
term.
end of his life. She's just beginning her life, right? So in that instance, yes, a prenup is necessary.
100%.
But when you know an
If you
individual,
don't know what I want.
right, when you know an individual through and through, and you've taken that time to get to know that person, I feel as if a prenup or wills are speaking negativity into existence. That's my opinion.
No.
Yours?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm not as just a strict black and white. So I think it all depends on situations.
Yeah.
Prenups. I hear you guys saying it sounds negative, which makes sense, but marriage is also a contract because you still sign something at the end of it saying, "Oh, we're married." Okay.
Point.
So that's all this is. All a prenup is you could look at it as a negative too, but it's like, okay, we're protecting what we came into. To me, it kind of depends on what you put in there.
Right.
I think it should be, listen, we came into this relationship, whatever we came into it, if somehow we end for whatever reason, when we leave, that's what we leave with. Whatever we make together,
It's
that's what we
different,
divide up.
separate,
I think that's how it should
I agree.
I agree.
Now,
be. Because
of
if
course
one
don't say it
person,
like that,
if
though.
I
But no, but they
if I
give a prenup, they do.
if I come into a relationship and I'm 10 million strong or whatever, fine lady, whatever it is, and okay, she has her job, whatever, but obviously she's not making what I'm saying. It's a regular salary thing. Okay? Get together, blah blah blah, take care, we get married. Alright? Now from here on, start our own little business together, we start making money.
Okay, what if
Mhm.
you met her, she knows nothing about you. She knows nothing what you have.
Mhm.
You guys hit it off at a place where far away.
Mhm.
She doesn't know you, doesn't know what
She
you're
don't know I
about.
got money.
Nothing. And you guys hit it off
Am I keeping that quiet?
and you kept it going and she doesn't know nothing of you still and you kept on going back and forth. Now you guys built a relationship
Okay.
where now you're feeling her.
Mhm.
She did not put this on you. She's not telling you put a ring on my finger.
Yeah.
Right? It's a build relationship.
Yeah.
You are now feeling that connection with her. Would you still put a will on that?
Prenup.
A prenup on that?
She knew nothing. She knew nothing about me.
Nothing. She has no idea who you are. You guys
know
just
what?
had that comment, like that.
I'll bring it up to her,
Uh huh.
and it'll all be based on her response.
Oh, okay.
If I bring her up and say, hey,
No, but we say you proposed to her, and she said yes already without knowing who you are.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
But still, at the end of it, when she knows who I am, now her whole attitude can change up.
Correct. And a lot of it has
She
to
could
do with
switch
the
up on me now.
A lot of it has to do with the family behind you,
That too.
right?
I gotta get to know that family too.
That's
Right,
That
no, but
family
even the
seems like-
family of
yeah.
the rich person who's saying you need to do that prenup
Mm.
before you even walk down the
Walk down the aisle.
and that's a different kind of pressure that's put on, even though you're madly in love with this person, your family's saying, because we have money and it's not just your wealth, it's our wealth that's affected.
That's why I said it will be what we come into with is what we're going to leave with, and anything that we accumulate together,
Okay. So
we
she
divide,
builds.
we divide it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she builds you up after this. So you have like 10 million. Now when you marry her, she's like, hey, you know what? Invest in this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. With that money.